Hello, guys. Today we are asking the question, or we're answering the question, what is the world richest man and the African richest man have in common? And I'm gonna answer this question. I'm gonna tell you what they have in common, and I'm gonna equally tell you what they don't have in common. Because everybody knows, or most people knows that Elon Musk is the world richest man. He's owner of Tesla, and he's the owner of the social media, Twitter, you know what I mean, or X, because he rebranded it. But today I'm not talking about all the stuff he owns. I'm just gonna compare him and with the African richest man, Aliko Dangote. And Aliko Dangote is a Nigerian businessman, so-called businessman, just like Elon Musk. You know what I mean? But this African richest man is thinking rich in African standard, even in world standard. You know what I mean? Is even the richest black man on earth. If I think that one is true as well. But the thing is that what they have in common with the Elon Musk is that these riches they claim to have is being mostly, they got their wealth mostly from government. You know what I mean? I mean, the government single-handedly make them who they are. Like, I'm not saying that the government make them rich, but I'm talking about the government made them stinking rich. Like, let's start with Elon Musk. You know what I mean? He bought a Tesla, or he has a share in Tesla. And the government, because then it was electrical, like a wave, you know what I mean? Everybody, the government want to reduce the emission that comes with fuel, and they said what they're gonna do is this electric car is battery cars that runs on battery, and the government will give you will subside their car. The government will give you money for you to buy, or reduce the money you pay to buy electric car. They will pay for the subsidy the government paid, and this money it goes to Elon Musk. You know what I mean? Because he has Tesla is his own, and the government is subsidizing their citizen, money to, encouraging them. It's advertising for them, not only advertising for their product, they are even helping them to buy from Elon Musk, and this man got much richer through the government money. The same thing with Aliko Dangote. In Nigeria, at a point, he was the only one that that can produce cement. If you want to build anything, bridges, houses, you have to use Aliko Dangote cement, because the government banned other people from going into that business of producing cement. It's only his company that were left to do the business of cement then, and he made money through that, a lot of money, because imagine, you see all the construction going on in Nigeria, cement is from Dangote. So the government made him more richer, you know what I mean? And not only that, there's a lot of stuff that Dangote have, like he's the only one that have rights to do that, like have right to import or even to produce in Nigeria, even as I'm talking to you. You can't do it. Any other individual cannot go into this business just because the government made it in a way that is only Dangote business they want to be doing. Dangote company that want to be doing stuff like that. And now he has a fuel, like a petrol refinery in Nigeria. I think it's the largest in Africa, just built. And the government will give him everything to make sure that he is running his business. This is an individual, but the government is one making money, big money, making him get richer. And sometimes people think, like, why is government doing this? Because the government are compromised, and some of them have maybe a little bit of share in that man, so that they are using it as a front. You know what I mean? That's why they do this. It's corruption. in the highest level. And let me go ahead and talk about what they don't have in common. You know, this Elon Musk is vocal. He participates in politics. You know, you see him talking, saying his mind, but it's not the same with Aliko Dangote. Aliko Dangote, you don't even grant interviews. You know what I mean? You don't even grant interviews. He don't talk much. He don't participate in politics. If he participates, maybe he does it underground, but he's not vocal about it. You know what I mean? So that's what they don't have in common. But the thing they have in common is that the wealth they have today, they wouldn't have gotten to that. I'm not saying they wouldn't have been wealthy, but they wouldn't have gotten to this level of wealth. This level of wealth is not fair. It's not fair at all. But they have gotten to that stage because the government people voted for some in Africa. They don't vote for the government. They put the government on them. Some cases have made these people richer. That's the corruption we see, and putting money in few hands. You know what I mean? Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and like our video. Peace.